Hello my friends, and welcome back to our continued by Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know if that first part, I started to give my intro and then I was like, am I live or not? I'm not sure. I think I'm live now. And, well that's good. I hope you all having a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day today. I've been really busy in my life, so I've been able to do a lot of YouTubing stuff. So needless to say, I'm very happy to be here today. Hopefully I'm live. Let me say I'm live. I've had some problems lately with YouTube where I go live and my machine says I'm live, but I'm actually not live, and it's very confusing. Nope, I'm live. Cool. Yes, I am live. Woohoo! How you doing, FMAs? How you doing, Yamina? How you doing, Spexy? And everyone else. Hope you're all well today. Welcome back, Flightless. What have you monumentous encounter with Lord Ramar precede you? I would fain share news of mine own, but Urianger's discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing your defeat of the Lord of Levin, our learned companion was struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of the Ascian's mortality. Let us assemble and discuss his observations together. You just got the platform off of Fairy Fencer? Nice job, dude. Very impressed.
If everyone is ready, let us begin.
Yeah, if everyone's ready, let's begin.
Urianger, the floor is yours.
And the auto is still working. How about that?
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the waking sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence.
Skein. Good word.
In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior.
Got the
Let
prelude.
us begin at what some might call the end.
Love this music.
When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm. In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, Their flesh is but ether given shape. Thus,
Cool.
a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
Is it me or does she look more high def in this video
And
sequence?
there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the
High def,
Sahagin Elder
like,
fell to the
she looks
Admiral's
more
musket
vivid.
shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them. The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection,
Cool.
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldesion. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Look at this giant dark council. The Lord of Levin is returned in ether, as was Leviathan before him. Remember's acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Whirl, and Levin all now have been humbled by the bringer of light. The limitless potential of man, Hydaelyn's servant, grows mightier by the day. Yet she prospers at great cost to her mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wan. Yet even as it enervates, the ardor empowers our master. All that remains is nurture the strength of the gifted to forge the final key. All that is the task to which we bend our every effort. Divine seeds were wont to quicken in Eorzea's fertile soil. We need only lead men to the field, and by the eager hand shall the new deity rise. That which was shattered will be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. It's weird as we go from that dark, ominous music to da 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 da. It's amazing. Like, we got better rings, we got better earrings. Now they're giving us better materia. Now the matter of Vama has for the present been put to rest. There's something I would show you, Flightless. It is a letter of thanks signed by the leaders of the Eorzea Alliance, acknowledging the Scion's tireless service to the realm. Hey, what's up, Yamina? So good to see you. It mentions in particular the names of all the defeated primals. Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King Magod Mag XII, Leviathan, and now Rema. Needless to say, there's only one among a member to have faced them all. And although these words of gratitude were addressed to Order as a whole, I feel they were meant for you above all the others. I too must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you have done. In the course of your duties, you never have once failed to answer my call to arms. You are a true hero, Flightless, and Eorzea is that much the safer for your presence. Pray do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know not only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Ascians may be relied upon to sow chaos the realm until such time as they are forced to stop. Why, even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would foment strife on his own, and that is saying nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals too will return to plague us again and again. And yet, despite all this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow, and there is no greater gift. That we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace. We owe in no small part to the dangers you have faced on our behalf, and the people you have won over to our cause in so doing. Our list of enemies has been ever long, but think of the allies with whom we are now blessed. Of the beastmen who wish not of conflict, and now call you friend. Of Alisai, who strives to unearth the terrible secrets of the calamity. And then there is Sid in the Fellowship of Noah, racing to unlock the mysteries of ancient Ul'dah, that we may be spared the horror of another ultimate weapon. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean a fellow Scions. Thanks to the many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruptions of the Ascians and combat its shell. Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming to see that. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust will not inconvenience you if I absent myself for a time. What is this? Oriage? Nope. Hi, what's up, buddy? I need to move my mic. Sorry if you hear screeching. I'm trying to find a comfortable spot. My back is like hurting me today. Alphanod, I take it if the troubles in Ul'dah no longer require your attention. There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the era of simmering violence is largely dissipated. It is a report such that I stand before you now. That and to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. I have a message for you from LA. You recall the refugee girl, the one whose parents were missing. They were found unharmed. She wishes passed on her thanks to you. By Alphanod, I understand that you made the effort to remember the poor girl's name. I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you leave nothing out. Flightless, you have been away from FlightlessBird for some time now, I believe. I suggest you put the affairs of the realm to one side for the moment and take the opportunity to reacquaint myself to the town. Which reminds me, one of the Doma children recently acquired as your whereabouts. Eorzea was his name. I believe has some small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? Yamina, I have a question for you, and for Specs too, if you're here. I don't know if either of you know the answer, or if you can find out the answer, or if you can Google the answer. But I have a problem. And my problem is, for my leatherworking quest, accept no imitations. It's my level 50 quest. I have to make this, which, as you can see, is made. No big deal there. The problem I have, though, is I have to imbue it with Gatherer's Grass Materia 3. Now, the problem I'm having is, if you look at my materia, I have to get Gatherer's Grass Materia 3. And I have Gatherer's Gridania Materia 3. Gatherer's Guile Materia 3. Gatherer's Gridania Materia 2. Gatherer's Guile Materia 2. Gatherer's Gridania Materia 3. Gatherer's Cunning Material 1. Gatherer's Gridania Material 1. You'll notice that none of these things say Gatherer's Grass Materia 3. Now, I tried putting these threes, the Gridania and the Guile, onto this item, and it doesn't work. I have no idea what the Gatherer's Grass Materia is. Because every time I get material from my gathering stuff, it's not grass. It's Gridania or Guile. And apparently I got one other one here. But yeah, I don't understand it. I keep getting Gridania or Guile. I can't seem to get Grasp. And it's really annoying because this is not a gatherer job. This is an item making job. So I have no idea how to get this Gatherer's Grass Materia 3. And I just found out about that today because I was doing my level 45 and 50 leatherworking quest. And like I said, I was able to make the materials very easily. But I don't understand how to get this level 3 item. And because of that, I'm kind of stuck in leatherworking without any idea what to do with it. A spirit bomb potion with a gear of the right level. I don't have a spirit bomb potion. I don't know. I don't know if my alchemy is high enough to make that yet. I don't know if I'm using the right level gear either. I'm using level 50 gear. Look, it's Flightless. She's back from her adventures. We heard you were off fighting primals and that they're some of the strongest enemies you could face. I wish you could see in battle. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too, so we finally formed our own Domain Adventurers Guild to protect all the Domans. I remember these kids. Oh, do you think you could train us today, Miss Flightless? Maybe you could show us how you fought the primals. What's all this commotion then? 5 random materia into 1 random materia. Hopefully find the best that way. Forgot we could do that. That seems like, would I get the grass? Or would I just get another Ordinar? Whatever. Master Bolden, Miss Coltonette. Did you know that Miss Flightless is back? So it seems. Welcome home, Flightless. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Science, and I believe proper introduction have yet to be made. I am known as Hoary Boulder, and this workers' field is Coltonette. Though we remain largely improved as adventurers, we have taken upon ourselves to instruct the Domain younglings in the arts of combat. I got all the piety stuff. That wasn't that hard for some weird reason. But I can't proceed with the other ones. Ixal. Yeah, I'm doing the Ixal quest, yes. I'm a level 4 now, reputation. I'll show you in a second. Look, I told you, Master Boulder, we are not youngers anymore, we are adventurers. And we were just asked by Flightless, she would give us some special training. I think we're ready to hunt monsters alongside it, don't you? You can buy that material? I don't think I'm near that, though. Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills. I'm afraid the fiends of Mor Dhona have been slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter proposal. What if we were to cross swords with Flightless? A demonstration kill arms, if you will. Alright, I don't know if you know better, and I do. I'd say you are merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. Ha 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 ha. Well, maybe I am. But what matters the motive when the children say to learn so much from the lesson? Well, it's good to know at least I can buy him. Eventually. The question is, what is eventually look like? What say you, Flightless? Would you consent to spar with me? Hurrah! We have to have a tournament. Come on, everyone. We must prepare our gear for an outing. Do not try to disappoint them, Faith, Coordinate. I shall summon every last ounce of my strength to make it a worthy contest. The fields to the east of town should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Rank 5 wouldn't be too bad. I think I'm a rank 4. Hold on. I am trusted at 536 of 720. Which means in 1 or 2 days, I'll probably be rank 5. And if I can buy that at rank 5, then that would be really cool and very helpful. So thank you. I'm so glad I asked you that question. Now, another thing, though, that FlightlessBird did by accident. So, playing as a trial character is very hard because you have very limited inventory space. And when you're a crafter like me and your inventory looks like this, it's very hard to manage inventory space, especially with like equipment and stuff. So what I did is I went through all my equipment and I basically got rid of any equipment that I wasn't using or was under level to the point where I had other things that could replace it. And I went ahead and did that. But your FlightlessBird made a mistake. What was the mistake your FlightlessBird made? I had been leveling up Rogue and Gladiator. And as I've been leveling up Rogue and Gladiator, I realized that I don't need any mage gear anymore. Because my Scholar is 55, my Red Mage is 51, my Black Mage is 51. I really don't need any mage gear anymore. I took off Summoner and I put the Summoner gear in my bank because I'm never really playing as a Summoner, so it's just taking inventory spot. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not really playing mages except for my advanced mages. So I'm just going to get rid of basically all the level 50 prior mage gear because all my other mages have their, you know, blue gear on. You may notice the problem here if you've been paying attention to my streams as of late. And the problem here is I said, well, all my mages are level 50 because I have Scholar, Red Mage, Black Mage, and Summoner. Oh, Blue Mage is like level 10. I think I accidentally got rid of one of her gears, but for the most part, it was not an issue. No, the problem is not Blue Mage. I wish it was Blue Mage, because my Blue Mage is level 10. And that's not a big deal. Problem was White Mage. The problem was White Mage. Yeah. So what I did is I crafted myself this altered linen cowl to give myself a head and chest. I got some storm stuff from my Limsa Lominsa things. And I made myself some linen gaskins, which are actually pretty good. I'll say the linen gaskins are pretty decent. But my battle mage gear, my harlequin gear, the ones that I had in my bank, but I had to get rid of because, I mean, look at my bank. It's ridiculously full. That all went bye-bye. Yeah. It happens, I guess. It does look pretty cool, though. I will say that. I don't like the red, but, I mean, it kind of looks cool. Is it really a big problem? Not really. Because once I get level 45, I get a lot of the gear except for the chest piece. And then I could probably craft myself a decent chest piece, so it's not really a big deal. But at the same time, until I get level 45 to 50, unless I get lucky with our random dungeons, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing that exists. Speaking of random dungeons, if you want to hang out today, I haven't done my randoms yet. I don't think gear is an issue, to be honest. Like, gear for solo play, it's not really an issue. It's gear for group play that I'm more worried about. So it's good of you to agree this for this. I trust we're ready to begin. Oh, yeah, level 50, okay. I was gonna say, my white mage ain't level 50, I realize I'm not my white mage. Very well, let's not keep the young ones waiting any longer. Alright, are you sure you want to fight alone? This is Flightless, you face. Yeah, I'm starting to get some respect around here. A better way to test my mettle. Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, 'twas the hero's legend that led me to join the Science to begin with. Without Flightless, despite my efforts, I would not be half the where I am today. Your point is well made, but remember, this is for children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear that contest will end swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. Well, I'm saying I made gear that are all like level 40 gear. So it's not like I have a crisis where I'm using level 10, level 15 gear. It's just a matter of inconvenience at the moment. Oh, you haven't begun yet, have you? Ida, wait, who are you? All these people. When I heard that your sparring match, I told everyone I could find. I thought you could use a crowd to cheer you on. Yes, there was still more to come. When I mentioned Flight's names, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, my own popularity seems but a sickle shade in comparison. Your best claim victory bring out light to your burgeoning reputation at stake. What happens if you purposely lose? If like there's a secret thing? Well, our teacher will be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. You can win, Miss Beholder. We shall soon see. On your guard. Oh, he's already down. Oops. My bad. It's time I join the fray. On your feet, Hori. Oh no, he looks hurt! It's so strong, but you can't give up, Mr. Boulder. Get us with the younglings. Roarg! Oh, I didn't take long. You. Best of me, I yield. That was incredible. She beat them both at the same time. We need one of these Flightless. That can defeat the Guardian of Eorzea. Now I see why I send you to deal with the primals. I have much work to do if I'm ever to attempt the same. I wonder what would happen if you lost. Should have lost just to see what would have happened. Impressive as always, Flightless. It's ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your marital powers. Marital? Marital powers? I'm not getting married! Martial powers, my bad! And judging by the smiles on these fading faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that gives the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eorzea, yes, as most fitting title. Do you recall when we first met? 'Twas at a memorial service for the Battle of Cartano. At the time, I was yet attempting to withstand the land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason why grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems astounded, and the effort I saw expanded to their solution. I was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eorzeans a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles the home was in. I would have not been surprised if I had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius in the order he proposed to enforce. Legatus' single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Whoa, 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 I'm not getting married. Were it not for a desire to continue grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nation too self-involved and unstable. 'Twas you who convinced me the salvation of Eorzea was possible. 'Twas you who taught me through countless acts of bravery and what my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land nor its history nor any single nation. It was the people, these wonderful, often infuriating stubborn people, that suffer blow after terrible blow and they drag themselves back to the feet to face another day. I didn't think so, okay. I can't get married? Shucks. Though he never put such feelings into words, I believe grandfather's admiration for his inextinguishable courage grew to a fervent wish. A wish to aid the Eorzeans and inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I too will endeavor to take up the mantle of Guardian of Eorzea and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the science of 7th Dawn alone. No, what is needed is to tackle the root of the primal threat, and effectively counter the schemes of the Ossians in a new expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then let us Continue the discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones. Yeah, send me a level. Don't send me a level. Send me an invite, Yamina, and we'll tally forth. Big comic for this, the world shifts and alters as we, my friend, are ever one step ahead of chaos. But I propose the formation of a new organization that shall pave the way for a truly united Eorzea. They all kind of suck. Got tenacity. I may actually delete the tenacity or meld the tenacity. I don't really need it. Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but we first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th Astral Era, the leaders of 3 nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might be as such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land, and directed against threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics and formation have become the scarce of endless debate. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification draining away. Thus, I've been campaigning for the creation of what we consider a trial company. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation according to the science. I hate it when I have the hiccups when I go to record or something. It is my hope that a successful utilization of such force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being a primarily military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent. The Scions worked tirelessly to protect Eorzea and his people. But as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what we can even achieve. With this new company under the Science Command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties while straining our resources over attacking our formidable talents. The goals of my proposed organization and those of the Science are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before Isaac can move forward with establishing this precursor to the true border-spanning grand company, it is yet necessary that I visit the 3 leaders to gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on the journey and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I am otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. Thank you. It is reassuring indeed to know that the Bringer of a Light and her discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. Our first destination will be Limsa Lominsa, led us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall. Hey, Specs, how you doing? No worries, my friend. Thank you for just chilling with us today. And Yamina, like I said, if you want to shoot me an invite, we'll go do something. If you want. No pressure. I just find it's really fun hanging out with friends. Even if it's just doing a mission or 2. Okay, so long story short, it's not even a long story, it's actually a short story anyway. Long story short, when Alphanud was talking, those are beautiful swords, by the way. When Alphanud was talking, he said your martial prowess, and I read martial as marital, so I said your marital prowess. And I'm like, wait a second, I'm not getting married. And then Yamina's like, oh, can Charles get married? I need to look that up. And that's where that story was. Like I said, it's not a long story, but whatever. that's a thing that happens. Ah. The warrior of life flirts with everyone. Yeah, the word. The word. The word. The word is the bird. The bird. The bird. The bird is the word. The bird is ready for more dungeon crawling. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fire up somewhere. Just ignore me traveling. I'm just walking around while we wait. I'm walking around as we wait. Yeah, around. I can't say the R sounds. I don't know if y'all notice. Hard for me to say the R's. I can say world. World. Takes me a lot of effort to curl the R. Most of the time I'll just say world. 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 Oh, this is not one of the dungeons I was hoping to get. But you never know, maybe we'll find something in here. I did get on the yokai watch. I did get the yokai mount. I need one more medal to get I need one more medal to get the last minion. And I have the weapons for Rogue and the weapons for Gladiator. The next target I thought I'd work on is the weapons for Dark Knight, because I may actually want to try out Dark Knight later. Getting the weapons for Black Mage, White Mage are coming. Just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I have a gen now. I need to remember that. Playing a White Mage is so mana inefficient. Playing a Scholar, I never have a problem with mana. Playing a White Mage, I always have problems with mana. Oh, he just died somehow. What the heck killed this guy? I don't know if I have favorite yokai yet. I didn't get a chance to look at them all. I don't know the names, and I'm out of mana. I'm completely out of mana. Hellfire, desire, turning me to sin. So what, he got hit with a move that like dropped his HP to like 1? Here too, why is that there? Hello, Sophia Chris. How are you doing today? I hope you are having a wonderful, fantastic, amazingly awesome Final Fantasy Monday. Normally I say Final Fantasy Friday because normally I stream on Fridays, but yeah, today is a special day. I'm streaming on Monday. This is a boss at Dooms, if I remember. And you have to stand on the pillars. I died on this boss because I didn't realize that. Oh, someone just died. Probably got doomed, didn't realize it. I just got fatal stung. Oh, I didn't realize I was doomed. You're good? Excellent. I'm so glad to hear that you're doing well. How's your stream going? It's going pretty well so far. And you know why it's going pretty well? Because you're here. And you just made everything better. As well as Ephemerius is here, and Specs is here, and Yamin is here. Not only Yamin is here, but Yamin is here with me in the dungeon. So I think that's pretty dang cool. And yeah. Like I said, just cool stuff all around. I am obviously I'm totally not enjoying this game, Sophia. I mean, my playtime of this game is now like 140 hours, and yeah, needless to say, I never expected to spend half of the time that I've been playing this game actually playing this game, but I'm so glad I did. Like, so glad I did. This is a lot of fun. And yes, there is problems with playing on a trial account. I mean, that's true. But the game is still a whole lot of fun. Ah, it's all cool, Ephemerius. So just being here is enough for me. I'm really enjoying Final Fantasy XIV. My only problem is I don't have all the time in the world to play Final Fantasy XIV. I like play other things. And because I play other things, it's one of those games where I kind of wish I could play more of it just because it's a really good game. But you can only play so much at once. But the trial account is completely, totally free. And because it's completely, totally free, if you want to play this game, then it's easy to do because the game is totally free. I turned down the volume on my PC. Did that affect y'all's volume as well? And of course, yeah, what's up, Sophia? Or Chris. I don't know if you go by Sophia or Chris. Or Sophia Chris. You'll have to let me know. That guy just punched me in the face. That was kind of rude of him. Can't tell if it's good. All I done in the game is basically a giant demo. Yeah, for some reason the game was very loud in my headphones. I don't know why. I forgot to eat. Dang it, I lost some experience. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Level 35 chainmail for... a big train. That's why I hate not having my scholar. My scholar, I just put a shield up and then you're good. I mean, you kind of have to use like Cure 1 just to like top people off, and then when they take a lot of damage, Cure 2. Sophia, I just had, literally, I'm in the process of, no joke, I'm in the process of getting a new banner and profile and everything. Like, I'm in the new process of getting everything from another artist. So, unfortunately, you're a little late on that, advertisement. Sorry about that. The only thing that I really need service for, because I don't know how to do it myself, maybe making a new intro once I get my new profile picture. But beyond that, I mean, I have a new PNG penguin coming soon. I have a new banner coming soon. And we're in the final stages of finishing that. As far as for custom alerts, I mean, that sounds cool, but to be honest, I get maybe one alert every 20 streams or so. So it's not like something that is pressing on my mind. Thing is though, don't try to sell me on any artwork or anything because I just had that commissioned. I've already paid for it. So if you try to tell me, hey, are you looking for work? The answer is going to be no, because I just paid someone to do that. So, you know, that's already something that I have done. And even if your artwork is like the best artwork I've ever seen in my life, I still would say, well, there's no way I can not use the thing I've already paid for, you know? And please don't advertise to other people in my Discord. I don't mind if you send me a message, but if you ask other people in my Discord, I will ban you from my Discord. This is a cool light show. Well, I gave my Discord. I don't know what else I can do. Stop summoning these stupid things. Takes 4 stones to get rid of those things for me. Whoa, 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 whoa. How can I use this? I really don't care about these orchestrating rolls. Well, the rolls one I do care about. It's the other ones I don't. Tyrannic Conjurer's Arm. Level 37. I'm using level 34. I'm gonna use that. Boots that are 35. Alright, 18 one. Oh. Alright. We got new duck boots and we got a new staff. Cool. You want to do a hard, Yamina? Actually did a couple of hards the other day, but if you look at my poetry, I'm still at 1168 of 2000. So I could still do some more hards before I need to spend anything. We can do some hards or trials. Whatever you want to do. I just like hanging out with you. Maybe we'll get that dungeon that gives these Bogaders items. I had a rough time in a hard part the other day. We were doing a dungeon with the Tomeberries, and the tank went in one direction, and the DPS went in a totally different direction, and people just started dying. Oh, speaking of Tomeberries, oh, here's that area. I have no idea what to do with the Tomeberry parts. Yeah, I am looking for broken dig here. That's why I pulled on that that one item from that last dungeon. Although the problem is my armory chest is only so big, and I still have a ton of crafting gear. I am working my way through the crafters though, as you can see from my classes. You know, blacksmith is almost 50, armor is 19, alchemist almost 50. Once I get all my classes to 50, I'll be able to really get rid of a lot of stuff. Yeah, game's like, I remember you, FlightlessBird. Problem is I have no idea what to do with that Tomeberry section. It's like you're supposed to wait around or something. Like, no one's ever explained to me what we're doing in that part. Sophia, I am kind of busy right now. I do not have time at the moment. We'll have to wait. This section with the giant Tomeberries, and there's like this weird time when you have to like wait for the Tomeberries to move or something. Apparently this girl just wants to do this in the nude. I'll like show you if it happens here. Dinosaur is very random. Sophia, you seem like a nice person, but I'll tell you this right now. As I've said, I'm like really busy at the moment with what I'm doing in game. And if you are constantly asking me that question, it means you don't really care about me. You're just trying to sell something. So if you aren't patient, then I appreciate you, but I'm not going to be even considering any offers you have. Hope you understand. Oh, we got more of the Bogators! Hey! It's an upgrade. And also bracelets, which may or may not be an upgrade. Well, I'm glad I didn't AoE heal right there because Cassidy just got lit up by something. Oh, dang. I think I was with a group that didn't even care about this red stuff. They just pulled right through it. That was pretty insane. I think somebody just pinged me. I think it's a statue that's pinging you. I don't know what you mean by white mage. You like your white mage more than scholar. I think scholar is a superior white mage. Drop that right there. Some reason to save that for 30 seconds. We never actually use it. It's one of the things that I'm trying to learn is to use like things like sacred soil, you know, on dungeon pools. Because I normally just save it for bosses. You don't need to save it just for bosses, you know? Anna Grace, how are you doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. Anna's trying to help out. You're so nice, my friend. Thank you. I read this guy's name as a bad word. It says Slithy Zojol. I read his name as S something Y Zolul. Yeah, he probably doesn't like me very much right now. I'm doing great. I'm so glad to see you today. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic, amazingly awesome Monday. I don't know what to do with this Boston mechanic, so I'm just going to trust everyone else does, and I'm going to keep everyone alive. Ah, crud, I pressed the wrong button. Hopefully no one needs a res anytime soon. No one can die for like 60 seconds. I pressed the wrong button. My Discord link is not expired. I tried it the other day. It seems to work fine. Does anyone else have a problem with my Discord link? How is it expired? It's programmed to never expire. I'll have to check that because my Discord link should not be expired. This is not the Toneberry dungeon though. Like, this is not the Toneberry dungeon that I did the other day. At least I don't think it is. I'm gonna have to look after the stream about my Discord because that Discord should not be expired. It's actually set never to expire. Like, I'm not walking around there with giant Toneberries attacking me. Oh, look at the boots. Boots look cool. Nah, it wasn't the normal version we played. It was a hard. Well, I mean, I queued up for the hard. I'm pretty sure it was hard. The Discord link is fine, no problems. Yep, people are having problems doing it. Why is that? Maybe it's because you're typing in, the link gets cut off. The link gets cut off because it says FlightlessBird Dis, but the link is FlightlessBird Discord. So if you type in FlightlessBird Discord, that's probably how it works. If you just click the link probably doesn't work because it gets cut off, which is very, very annoying. I don't know how to fix that. FMAR, if you can you just type in the full link for me, please? It's basically www.tinyurl.com/FlightlessBird Discord. Oh, it does route directly through the channel. That's weird. Okay. I know you. I misunderstood you. My bad, my friend. Thank you. I don't know why people say, though, that it doesn't work the first time. Like that, I mean, they're not the first person to say that they've had problems with my link. Ism, don't die on me, my friend! You can't die. Oh, this boss. Yeah, this boss is annoying, isn't it? All I need now is the body. And I'll have the complete Bokator set. I need to take some Tylenol or something. My back is just killing me today. And you couldn't wait one more second for me to cook that? That's why I love shields. Shields are the best. No way. I had no way to get out of that. Just no time to move out of the way of that. There's no way to move out of the way of that. It's just too fast. I got you, Cassidy. No! You can't die, my friend. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious right now. How the heck did that happen? How did that happen? I mean, everything except the hat. We got 2 pieces of Bogaturs on this run. I mean... That's pretty dang lucky. That's pretty dang lucky. I played Legend of Legaia on the channel, Yamina. That was a fun experience. And matter of fact, I actually made a ranking video on Legend of Legaia, ranking my favorite summons. I don't know if you ever saw that video, but okay. I really like Legend of Legaia. That game was pretty dope. Kamara is king, yes. Kamara is good doggo. You want to do a trial since we're on a roll here? Then after the trial, I think I'll probably get back to MSQ. Wanda's Palace was very good to me today. Like, very good to me today. I also got like a ring or something, but I guess it's not better than what I'm using. But I mean, 2 pieces of healing gear is ridiculous. Let's go all coopity coop. Wasn't expecting this one. I was not expecting to fight the Moogle here. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting this. I think I was expecting a defeat battle, maybe a Leviathan. How do you know they're in cutscene? Enjoy the Halloween music, everyone. I did it right. That's the one you're supposed to stand underneath, right? everyone just took a shot there. Let me know afterwards if I screwed up any of these mechanics. No one expects the Mogul Inquisition. Oh, that's amazing. I don't think Flame Puppy knows what to do here. To the bard. A menacing Mog gun. Wild. Well, that was fun. That was crazy. That Moogle fight, that's insane. Hold on, everyone. I need to get some Tylenol. My back is killing me. Just give me 1 second. Well, I am a very sad penguin because I know in my house I have some Thanalan, but I can't seem to find it. And that really sucks. Alright, where were we at? Ah, there you are. I'm ready to send the bridge and speak with Admiral Bolafiswin. While the Admiral and I are finalizing the promissory boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels. I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of our opportunity. As for potential members, it is no matter that they should already be placed in the institution. Only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. A neat range into the countryside, the upper decks alone are popularly sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once we are satisfied with the recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship to counter and we may prepare for the next effort of our journey. Do I have a hot water bottle or something? I do have a hot water compress, which I could probably put on my back after I'm done streaming. Water is piled so long, pile hard. Oh, dang it. I missed a step. Don't carry the party too bad, he'll hurt your back. Oh, trust me, I was not carrying the party. I am not good enough to carry the party. I just hope that the other people do their job so I don't need to carry them. Well, if I ain't flightless, I not forget adventurer brave enough or adapt enough so you can shortcut into Titan's chamber. You remember old Vile, don't you? From the other company of heroes? Who whistles at Bronze Lake? I didn't offer to drag me butt out of Limsa for a drink, but I'm glad I did. How free these days? You looking to put together a new crew? Top tier work. Ha, sounds like a right lark it does. Alright, lass, cut me in. The heroes may have gone separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb in the grave just yet. Let's get used to looking at what's stats icons. Precursor, the Eorzean Grand Company. While I do mind the scope of your ambition, my responsibilities at Nardlik and Vermilius can be close to the forge. I have not time to be trapezing higher in Yon across the realm, or hither in Yon across the realm. To acquire my skills in armor, however, I might be willing to make and accept some special commissions. Come on, I'm one of your best students. Come with me. Oh no! I tried to click on Vossman, I clicked too many times, I accidentally missed her dialogue. I'm sorry, Vossman, I didn't mean to do that. I have to go back and pause the video and find out what. Actually, I think I can do that here. Hold on. If I rewind my stream. and I hit play at the exact moment, I can read what she said. Who are the bite X do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some solid knight in shining plate. Look at my self-righteous fop. Try knocking on the dandy cavalier's door. That's what she said. So, the girl that I just missed, that's what she said. I forgot. Mio was part of science. If you go to the event tab, it should be there. I eventually need to pick up Culinarian. The last trade skill I would need. And then I can get rid of all the crafting gear that I'm not using. An organization with freedom to operate with territorial impunity. I must say, your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens well know that there is time to act and time to watch. I'm afraid this trial could be yours falls in the lighter category. I don't think we're getting the response that we were hoping for, my friends. Oh, you don't think this is heck already? I mean, look at my inventory for crying out loud. Look at this nonsense. Like, I mean... Decent fish? I've already been decent. I've already done so much fishing. I wish I would have known that. That's the offering. It's an organization. Yes, sir. The formation of the trial company was an offering. This was regret, however, that I must decline your invitation. A commander of the Yellow Jackets protection Limsa Lominsa must receive my needs of all. People are jerks. Yeah, I know. We just need one good soldier. That's all. Like this, you recruit him well, I trust. I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Limsa Lominsa. Ah, remember the legendary couple of heroes that ties his interest? Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. If you could boast the acquaintance of such a elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the elder seats here proceeds smoothly. I could continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall wait your arrival at Nofika's altar. Yeah, we got Real, that's right. I mean, once I get all my crafting up, all this, like, maple lumber, ash lumber, elm lumber, I can get rid of all of this stuff and just keep the high-end items. But right now, I have all this, like, mid-tier stuff because of, where am I going? Where am I going? I have all this, stuff for my inventory. And I need it for crafting right now. My audience for the other seats here is due to commence momentarily. I'd be grateful if you could once more see a task to recruit me here in Gridania. After you deem the well of potential candidates has been dry, let's rendezvous at the airship tick count as before. This quest is really... This quest is really annoying because I gotta run everywhere to talk to everyone in town. In all 3 towns. And you can't mount or something, so you can't go any faster. How about you, Laurentius? Oh gods, can it truly be you? By what fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours? Ah, could it be that you don't remember me? It's I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed. I was a whaler and a regular patron at Buscana's. Oh, of course you do. I was going to one of jail I convinced me more than I realized. I have any particular wish to be recognized as my shameful conflict. Huh, the last part of my past, the better, I suppose. What are you, adventurer? What business brings you part of Gridania? Gridania, what is the policy of reformed convicts? As a matter of saying, the wood rollers so would have not more to do with me. This just made me second chance looking for. But I totally say I shall leave at once. Do not regret this. I promise you I'm a changed man. Yeah, that's true. Still, there's a lot of hoofing here. I watched this guy do a video on the difference between Final Fantasy XIV and World of Warcraft. He said he's been playing World of Warcraft for like 14 years and Final Fantasy XIV for 1 year. And he says like one of the major differences between the two games is... Wow, I don't know if you heard that, but I just dropped something. I don't know if his name was Jesse, but the cool thing he said about 14 and WoW was WoW is an MMORPG, but Final Fantasy 14 is an RPG MMO. And the difference is the story of WoW is like whatever, you know, it's just about doing dungeons. And that's why when I started playing 14, like many moons ago, when I first played Final Fantasy 14, I just rushed through the story, and I just rushed through a story to play dungeons because I had learned from WoW, you know, that story is irrelevant and you just should do the dungeons. But as I've been playing this game, I see that the story is a huge part of the game, and you know, his video really speaks to that. So I thought that was really fascinating. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let's return to the guild and rest. Our tormented back gives up on you for good. Ah, my tormented back! That's me right there. I'm Isildur. I'm terribly sorry. We're flight, isn't it? It's been some time since our past cross outside the Copbell mines. Why, you're barely more than a modest adventure then, but look how far you've come. Mother Mione tells me it was you who felled a fearsome black wolf. I've done more than that. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of new order? Well, your cause is undoubtedly just. My old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. That's the very thing I spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company just as soon as I've seen Isildur safely home. Yeah, I know. That seems like so long ago. 100 hours ago. Our sandal. Good to offer this old man a place to company champions. I'm both puzzled, honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young mistress, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and I bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land. You know, you can make up for those evils by, like, joining me. Saying, join my crew. It's like I was talking about Trails in the Sky, and in Trails in the Sky, I go up to like every person I meet. I'm like, join my crew, join my crew. You know, because I'm looking for party members. Conguild. 'Tis not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and his company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise. But its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse the invitation at such time as the organization is more organized. Well, you could be a part of that, you know. Jerk. Because Trails in the Sky is also a very different RPG. It's not like any other RPG I've played where in Trails in the Sky, every single NPC has like their own story. And you like talk to these people, like you spend half the time just talking to NPCs, learning about them. And you don't really have a party that's consistent. You keep getting you keep getting characters that leave or whatnot, and you never know who's gonna join. So every single time I meet someone, I'm like, "Alright, you gonna join my crew?" What news, Flightless? For my part, the elder CCO was most amenable to our requirements. A former wood dweller and a seasoned adventurer, our company will not lack variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Ul'dah whilst the iron is hot? Let us meet the royal promenade and endeavor to conclude our mini business. Our journey draws to a close. Oh, it was really rough for me too, Ephemerius. I mean, you have two characters that are like permanent in your party, but everyone else, you know, comes and goes. And it's like, well, I like having people who stay, you know. Right, where, oh, where? It's like no one in this area. Oh, we have to speak to Alphanad first, that's why. Ul'dah, the guided city, where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some man of fortune is with us, and that his final leg proves as successful as the previous two. I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning our recruitment efforts. I don't think the Sultan will take kindly to us poaching from personal guard. Let's meet back here at the promenade when the respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Flightless. Yeah, I saw your message on Discord, Yamina, and without saying anything, I agree with you. But it doesn't hurt to be nice, even if not everyone's nice to you, you know? Wait, you're the lady who came to Ala Mhigo to look for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you didn't? I'd probably be dead. And a lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Anyway, that disaster really got me to thinking about a whole million about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I've been manipulated by to make myself a more worldly man, so here I am. A new company of champions, and you said it will take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the opportunity I need. And don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Ala Mhigo. I prepare myself for the evil I know now is out there. Trails an NPC. I mean, in some ways. There was a name drop at one point. I like how Ul'dah has Aethers. I mean, look how many of these things are in this city. This is such a nice city. Why doesn't every city have a ton of these Aethernet shards? I want to go to any guild. I can just press a button. Oh, what a happy coincidence. You remember me perchance? I am Orson of the Church of St. Adama Ladama. Again for your timely rescue. I must also thank you for preparing the Father Police for preying on dry bones less fortunate. A most settling business. Are you here with a companion? Thank her, was it? Ah, it is new companions you seek then. Our proposed organization sounds like a powerful force for good. From my place at the church with children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is this some new fashion manner or propitiating a lady? Oh, I'm afraid you'll waste your time. This lady's already spoken for. Good day to you, miss. Alright, well, that's kind of rude. Could have just said no. I didn't get lost in this place at all, though. That's the thing. Like, I felt perfectly at home in Ul'dah since the day I stepped in here. It's all the other places I feel were very confusing. Ah, you'd be surprised what moves stripped out of Pearl Lane. I know the glorious company of yours and how far forward gained involved with it. First of all, the streets say organization founded by corrupt coin by syndicate money. You think it would recruit for just cause and a big fool that I took you for? What? What's up with that? Wait, what's up with that? I will break hearts. A company looks for a cure of the ills of the entire realm. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next all over, let alone the conundrums of neighboring nation. Like, take for instance the Rogues Guild. To get to the Rogues Guild, you basically have to go like here. And there's an Aether site here where the Fisherman's Guild is. So to get to the Rogues Guild, you gotta go to the Fisherman's waypoint. But in this city, look, Weaver's Guild, Miners Guild, Goldsmith Guild, Gladiator Guild, Exchange Area. I mean, every place you could go to quickly. And New Gridania, you want to go to the Leatherworking Guild? You got to go to the Aether site, then walk around, then walk up a bridge, and you're in a building. I'm sorry. You want to go to the Carpeted Guild? You got to go to the main Aether site, walk down this way, and go in a building. I mean, they're not too far. It's just, there's this area of New Gridania way out here where, like, the achievement guy is. There's, like, nothing out there. Why is there no Aether site out there? There should be one out there by the achievement guy. I mean, it's just like, I mean, why is this city so much more well connected than the other cities? I did not mean to go that one. It's open invisible. Well, I got the least hit, so therefore has more ice sights. How fair do you Flightless? What hidden gems did the streets of Ul'dah offer to unfeeling graze? Graze? Gaze. A single Ala Mhigo youth? Well, you've certainly given us an animal start. Even our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of yours salvation must seem kin to gaping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to challenge nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people were born in so small part from the victories of yourself have won. Thank you, Flightless. I'll not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of new beginning. Are we going to talk about the fact that people think you're finding something by corruptness? And yes, we are free to begin, as you are no doubt surmised. The Sultanate also graced my tile company with her blessings. The first wave of recruitment is over, the document signed, and my finances secure. There's naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the syndicate's involvement, as was I. This was the origin of every coin of the contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Okay. About time we brought that up. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all. But even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should not waste no more of it. Let us return the rising stones and lay the first stone for united Eorzea.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Telechi?
What?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'dah law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing? Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
Just chilling with Mr. Underwood over here. This is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause the rest. Culmination of all our efforts at hand. I must see the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Flightless. I'm certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. Greetings, Flightless. Alphana tells me this all is in place to begin its trial company. The science shall certainly be grateful I support such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. The tower is cooperating with Alphana to see all that is in readiness. So I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left with own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Vensel as of late, and I wonder if Slapborn might now find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there's aught that he requires? I feel like I'm just in the calm before the storm. Like, this whole part of the game has just been, oh, we're moving. Okay, we're moving. Okay, let's get more people. Okay, let's get this person. Alright, now we got more people. Okay, now what do we do with these extra people? It's like there's not a lot really happening right now. I mean, there was a fight with Leviathan, was cool. Fight with Rama, but a lot of those fights seem to just sort of come out of the blue. It's like the game says, hey, players are getting tired of just doing nothing. Let's throw them a primal to fight. That way, you know, you can get back to just doing nothing some more. Now, I know we're world building here, and I know we're building characters. I know we're building story. I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying a lot of it is like, we're the Warrior of Light, and we're just a messenger girl. You know, in times of peace, why does your heroes matter? It's like, okay, you have this general who's a great general, but in a time of peace, he's nothing more than the mailman or the delivery boy or the... it's not to denigrate mailmen or anything. I'm just saying, you know, you go from winning battles to delivering messages, and it's not the same, you know? I know we can't have action all the time. It's just... the big thing for this patch was alliance raids. What can I do for you, Flightless? I thought you have your hands full helping out with the new arms and science. I barely noticed your recruits arrived. What's barely a trickle compared to the flood treasure hunters that pass through every day. While I appreciate offer of aid, it is more of your burden that concerns me. Portola's trial company will answer directly antecede it, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Stop aboard the shipment, we couldn't! Godswoman, what befell? We are bringing a shipment to Rev Soul. Provisions embarked for a frontier effort. As we sought to cross over into Mor Dhona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe we may have been heretics. There were too many. We escaped only with the lives by abandoned spies. Please forgive us. There's not to forgive. Provisions could be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take a rest. I'll have somewhere along to attend to these wounds. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is likely to be more a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate? House 4 attempts. We collected the provisions on Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood. I shall see to it that they are prized this development. But listen, we're not on good terms with the Knights of House 4 attempts. I'll be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I will also have you travel there and offer you considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to let you live, but I need someone who can help me bring this to a satisfying conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too more important to risk our half measures. Thank you for understanding. I'm certain Lard Hartrapont will be glad to assist. Do you think a person given all the domain job in front of your army might be a baddie? No. But there is talk of corruption. So I just worry that people will see us in the negative light. Like, people will start thinking that we're trying to take over and we're trying to use our status to be the new empire or something. Post-patch is generally speaking, alternate between trials and dungeons and the raids, so it's not all everything at once. Let's see, we've unlocked more optional dungeons now originally. Just have access to a lot of it at once, so do you be caught up instead of being here on release? The one we already have suspicions of last stream? Absolutely. But not all. Yeah, I hear you. I'm actually gonna say this is my own point. Because going to Ul'dah is like 346, coming here is like 600. And, you know, it's whatever. It's not like I need money, I'm capped at 300k, but... Oh, this is my fine friend, FlightlessBird. Would you care for a plate of roast karaku, some mulled wine? No, I see. I've not come into my home, merely escaped the biting cold. I was, in fact, on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Reverend Soul. I suspect the time of your arrival is no coincidence. And all the gear isn't very good here.
The incident with the new frontier hands?
It's like all the gear I'm getting for quests aren't really good.
I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest. Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mor Dhona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Coerthas soil. Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Forton does not acknowledge the efforts of her allies, or her debts. 'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. That the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed. Poor fortune, I say, yet not without precedent. If you would know the truth of it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day. This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name. What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve. The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait? Halone's blessings be upon you! Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you adventurers to dealing with such foes. Were they dragons, it might be otherwise. But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have no doubt but that I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long. Should you learn aught of value, pray return to me forthwith. A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
Alright, go. By the way, I wasn't planning on streaming long today, and I've already been streaming for 2 hours. So I'm probably gonna have to stop sometime soon. Although whenever I say that, I end up not stopping. So today I actually may need to remember what I said. A, my back hurts, which is bad. B, I need to do my other videos. I haven't uploaded to YouTube in like 3 days. And that's not good. Especially since we're getting to the end of Trails. I want to get to the end of that. Wish I would have made a little bit more progress today, but I guess, you know, it's all a little bit of progress at some points. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Thank you for that. If you like what we do here, I humbly ask you just hit that thumbs up to like the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Bengay? No. I mean, my back doesn't hold my heart. It just hurts today for some reason. Flightless, welcome. You please know that we pray so vigil proceed apace. We shall rebuild sure and strong, that Dwarvians might better themselves against our shield in the west. I'll venture, however, that the matters of mystery are not what brought you to Whitebrim. Our trail of bandit thieving heretics say, but I fear you do seem destined to cross paths with those villains. I must confess that it is a sad path that the wilds or about have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly, without warning, and are cunning enough to evade our most able trackers. But it is not merely the newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somewhat changed. I know not what manner of influence this ice heart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grip of righteous fervor. It is unsettling and natural zeal. Mayhap you ought to, it will create a question one of the recent victims. As fate will have it, your arrival come moments after Trader was waylaid on the road. Patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow and carried him to our infirmary. Assuming he has regained the use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some small detail that could aid you in your task. Bombay is getting a lot of work on the randomization today. Like every single randomization I think has been Flambe. Well, we had the unicorn a couple times. But I don't think we've seen our shark like once. And we haven't seen our new mount. Although I do think I have a program where it's only the favorites. And I don't think I have a program as a favorite. This straight up merchant. Tell you what happened. Why, yes, of course. I'm right recovered now for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly black hearts. I was trying my usual route to wipe her front when a sudden blow sent me reeling. The next thing I know was on the ground and several heretics were right through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals. They were taking everything. It was then that one of them noticed my blurry gaze and stalked Ul'dah better quick my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snow Cloak." I dare say that is where they were hauling my goods, but did not catch me rushing off for the pursuit. They told me it was a miracle I survived it all, and not my trust my thick skull to save me a second time. Search the wilds of Snow Cloak and defeat any heretics you encounter. See, unicorn and flambe. It's just these two today, apparently. We got our shark. Say his name and it shall appear. God, joy weapon, foul. Wait, I recognize you eventually. You come seeking heretics? And we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we chased across one of the raid parties and pursued them here. Our rights, we should have had them cornered in this ravine, and yet they are gone, vanished like icy race. I am so small. I look like a child next to these two. Hello, who are you? We sent someone. You got someone at the top of the cliff? Could it be Iceheart itself came to stare at our folly? And where did she disappear? The heretics may have discovered a pass through the frozen wall. Some hidden tunnel escaped our notice. We are not the men of this further investigation. It would be best when we return to White in front and lay a suspicion before Lord Drillamont. You know, I could always explore. I think I've had that set to favorites. It says total of 5, but there's one missing. His name is Hydaelyn. Although the 5th one is missing, our new one from the event. I don't know where it is. Ah, there we go. How did I click that one? The Whisper Go. I haven't actually seen that one yet. There's the one from the yokai event. Whisper, I believe its name is, right? It's got the same music as the unicorn. Or the shark. One of the two. I thought it would have unique music considering it's from an event. Looks so weird. Flightless, it appears I owe you my main things again. There's 5 events but no detail in the report. The many found out near Soul Cloak were some of my finest, so they should be treated best handily. I fear I've woefully underestimated the threat that these heretics pose. While I understand you might balk at the initiative, I must ask you to put aside the initiative to consider the soul provisions also as now. It would be ill-advised to blunder unprepared in what may well be the last layer, the very layer of our enemy. Pray return Dragonhead and inform Lord Hotchifont of your discoveries, who will wish to please constitute of his own. As for Iceheart and Fanatics, the freezing heights so cold will not chill up for just so long. Default music to some unique ones. Oh, that's exactly FlightlessBird.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord, my thoughts had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess, my imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody. But you are here now, and I suspect such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart? Indeed, and this transpired at Snowcloak? Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretics' hideaway? Mayhap a more robust reconnaissance effort is in order. Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma. As much as I would like to fathom this mystery with you, the situation has grown beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Giving the glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action. Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt an avalanche. On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Toll. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
Yeah. Place, it's good to see you return to Toll. How fitting in the frozen waste of Coerthas. Our sword attempts to send us to check its shipment. I must send thanks to Lord Harchapon for his continued generosity. Yeah, even as the time grows in prosperity, I fear it will attract ever greater numbers of those who would do us harm in the name of greed or power. All of us, Alpha Node's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats. Is that actually better than what I'm wearing? It's got critical hit. Maybe it is. I say the red hat's better. Oh, it says samurai. Oh, I thought that said red mage. My bad. Oh well. Sophomore has news on the progress of the inaugural ceremony. While you wait in Coerthas, preparation for the inaugural ceremony will all but completed, although Tato does not seem somewhat flustered. I take enough of your time. Why don't you advise us and see if your fanatic receptions can do with that? I would, but I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here. As I said before, I don't want to go too late today. And I just wanted to stream something. But I need to find something for my back. I need to find some sort of medicine or something. Otherwise, I'm not even going to be able to record later. Much love to you all. I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. I'll be back soon with some more Final Fantasy XIV, the Realm Reborn. And until then, so long. And take care. Yeah, I need to go to the store to get that though. We can always do it next time. Don't worry, Yamina. We could always finish up this version of the patch and start the next version. I mean, it's not like there's any major need to have a stoppage per se. Because my back is hurting, I'm not even gonna go teleport out. I'm just gonna end the stream. I know that's not normal. Normally I always end it by going to bed in our bed, but I may just pass out here like on this grass and call it a day. Y'all have a great one. Thank you for being here, Yefamir. Super appreciate you. Thank you, Mina. Thank you, Spexy. Thank you, everyone else. Super appreciate you all. Take care.